It is Kansas Day. On this day in 1861, Kansas became the 34th state in the Union, and a lot of mysterious things can happen in 151 years. This morning, Diana Lambdin Meyer is here. She's the author of a book, Myths and Mysteries of Kansas, and she joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Such an interesting book. How did you come up with the concept of even writing about this?
Well, it is one in a series by the Globe Pequot Press, and actually this is the 24th in their series, and I'm like, what took you so long to get to Kansas? We've got some of the most interesting, kind of crazy people in the world in the state of Kansas. And as I talked to my editor more about it, she's like, oh yeah, we got to do this. Between the disappearance of Amelia Earhart, some of the antics of people like Carrie Nation and John Brown, and the huge influence they had on the world, and then some fun things that I brought out that a lot of people didn't know.
Let's start with a very interesting family that you began to research.
The very first chapter in the book is the Bender family, and just 9 years after Kansas became a state in 1871, or in the 1870s, I'm sorry, they came to Kansas, and they are believed to be the first family of serial killers ever in the United States, and they have been referenced on crime programs and things. And this was down in Labette County, down by Cherryvale. They had a house down there, and or a little almost it was a little station, little grocery store on the trail, and people just disappeared. And a horrible story that I want to talk about on a Sunday morning. And 16 years after that family disappeared, they were brought back to Labette County for trial. And I won't tell you what happens.
We'll
you have to read it.
But I want to talk about Amelia Earhart because you addressed some of the myths that maybe she came back to Kansas after.
Well, when my editor contacted me, she says, you have to have Amelia Earhart. And I'm like, great. What can I write new and different about Amelia Earhart? Everything's been said. So I just went to Atchison and started talking to people who had very strong feelings about experiences they had had with people, and a few people very strongly believe that she came back. And so I documented some of their thoughts, and some of them were pretty believable. So the book kind of brings up questions and allows you to answer and draw conclusions.
And I know you even discovered something about your own family, but to hear more about that, you're going to have to go to the book signing. You're going to be at Barnes & Noble next Saturday at 10 a.m.?
1 to 3 p.m.
1 to 3 p.m.
Yes.
1 to 3 p.m. Barnes & Noble next Saturday. I can't wait to read this book, Myths and Mysteries of Kansas. Sounds like an interesting read.
Thank you.